Hi all, happy holidays. Definitely one of my favorite things about the holiday season is food. Love eating, love preparing food. But something I learned in the course of this competition, actually what shocked me, is that 58% of the food that's produced in Canada actually goes to waste. That means 35 million tons of food that's going to landfills instead of into people's bellies. And this is a huge contributor to greenhouse gas emissions because obviously it takes a lot to produce and transport all that food. Here's some things that we're doing around the house to try and reduce our own food wastage and that hopefully you'll find helpful maybe for this holiday season or even going into next year. A really good place to start actually is on the Canadian Geographic Instagram site. There's a great post on there by Candace Batista which walks through how to store food. How to keep your veggies in the fridge, how to put herbs in water, keeping all your dry goods in airtight containers and things like that. One thing I didn't notice on there, which we do, is put our nuts in the freezer. It keeps them from going stale, and they still taste great, and you have them when you need them. Even if you've done a great job of storing your veg, we also know that sometimes they're going to go off and they're going to have some wilted bits. And we also know that whenever you're cooking, you end up with lots of ends of onions and celery and carrots and everything else. Those are actually perfect for veggie stock, so don't let those go to waste. Put those in some water, boil them down, and they'll make a great base for the next soup. Sometimes they really are just gone. Then make sure that you're using your organic compost. Maybe you're in a city that doesn't have collection, but then do something in the backyard like we're doing here for our garden. It means that at least it doesn't go to waste and it'll be the base for your fruit and veg for next year. When we're thinking about food, we maybe don't think too much about our phones, although sometimes we do when we're ordering food and things like that. And in fact, there's a lot of things happening in the digital space and a lot of really interesting businesses that are coming up around trying to reduce the carbon impact of our food. Some of the ones that I really like, there's one called Too Good To Go, which is fantastic. You can get really good deals on food that restaurants are going to be getting rid of. You order it and you just go and pick it up, and you get great food from some of your favorite places. A friend of mine is running a company called Supply, where they're with food delivery, they're having reusable containers, which just helps to reduce the whole carbon impact of how food goes out, and it's great. One of the things that gets me mostly about this food wastage and the 58% that's going to waste is that actually we still have a problem where a lot of people are not getting enough food. This is worldwide, but even here in Canada, a lot of people are not able to afford food. It's not a small thing and it's not a joke. That's something we have to keep in mind and we have to help our kids to remember. So, especially as we're going into the season in the winter, and there are people in need, do think about whether you can donate some food if you have more that you don't need, or time or money. There's a lot of great causes out there and a lot of people helping other people to make sure that they have the food they need during the season and all year long. For us, we're planning to donate to Second Harvest, to the World Food Program, as well as Windsor Essex Food Bank. And those are all great causes, but maybe you have some local places as well that you can support.
Food should be treated like gold.